Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Test, test, 1, 2, 3, 4. 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 All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Back for another night of Jaguar basketball. Lady Jags kicking off here in just a few minutes against Chelsea in an area matchup. Chelsea 2-2 in area. Spain Park 1-3. Following tonight's game, ladies Jags game, with boys varsity will play. Waiting on our silky smooth public address announcer, William Latch, to get here. He's caught in traffic. He's going to do some play-by-play with us tonight, so you'll have to tolerate me by yourself there for just a little bit. Game set to kick off here in about a minute and a half. Jaguars in their road Columbia blue. Chelsea going to be in the white. Doesn't look like there's going to be any introductions tonight. They're going to just get straight to it. On the floor, starting for the Jaguars, you have MC Hunter, Z Helliger, Tegan Huey, Ava Leonard, and Jordan Corey. So, can expect some Chelsea always tough defensively. They love to run that matchup zone. Chelsea wins the tip. Down into the corner, get inside. Nice little layup for Chelsea. Chelsea going to start off in a full court press. Cross half court, Ava Leonard's going to drive down the side, out to Jordan Corey for three. Oh, didn't get her hands on that one. Tipped away by Tegan Huey. Nice defensive play. Ball will come in underneath for Chelsea. Tori Flournoy checks in quickly for Z. Pass in over the top, and an easy two-point basket. Contested shot, two offensive layups though, or rebounds for Chelsea. Going to bring it back out top, set it up. Chelsea leads 4-0 here. First minute of play. Nice save. Keeps it alive. Run. Ooh, I don't know about that. I think he official bailed her out there. But she will go to the line to shoot two. Did not see who the foul was on, folks. 23. First free throw is up and good off the back iron. Coach Hatter's going to use a timeout here quick with Nyla Calhoun checking into the game for, I believe it looked like MC Hunter. Good atmosphere here so far. All right, back in action here. One free throw still to go here. Nyla Calhoun in for, who did she come in for? Ava Leonard. She came in for Ava Leonard. Nyla Calhoun in for Ava Leonard. Quick sub. Coach had her not very pleased with that last turnover. Second free throw off the mark. Rebound Tegan Huey. Gets it up to Nyla Calhoun, who will slow it down, bring it back out of there. Turns it over. And foul on Nyla Calhoun. Chelsea to shoot two here. Misses the front end. First one. One free throw to go here. Jags trail 5-0. 6:09 left here in the first quarter. Second free throw no good. Rebound again, Tegan Huey. Over to Nyla Calhoun. Right idea, they just didn't move. Going to be right back to the Jaguars. Somebody's got to move for her. Rebound MC Hunter. She's going to try to take it up quick. Over to Tori Flournoy. That's going to be long. It's going to be a foul on Chelsea. White 23 with the foul at the push on the shot. Two players ended up on the floor there. Nobody's moving for her. Somebody's got to move. And Jags get it across. Ball deflected. Chelsea very active with their hands on the defensive end here, making passing lanes very narrow. Ava Leonard comes to the table, set to check back in here at the next stoppage of play. Long cross-court pass, defended nicely. Chelsea tries to go inside, kicks it out. Good block out and rebound by Jordan Corey. Not sure who the foul is going to be on there. Host the Jaguars, 23. That's going to be Jordan Corey's second foul. Nyla Calhoun and MC Hunter come out. That will bring Camilla Dossie checks in, as well as Ava Leonard for the Jaguars. And they complete the and one. 8 points. Ava Leonard going to take it. Just ran out of room on the sideline. Got to bring that back in, bring it back. Coach had her very displeased. Don't blame him. Jaguars use their second timeout. Jaguars just can't get any shots because they can't get it up across court. That's where they need to fake the pass over the top a little bit and go use their the bounce pass to try to, because Chelsea's just attacking with their hands in the air the whole way, knowing that they're going to go over the top. And with their size and length, the Jags just don't have a chance. What did I do there? Back? Are we back? Oh. There we go. Now we're back. Sorry. Accidentally turned off the headset. Makes it kind of hard to hear. That's going to be 3 on Jordan Corey here in the first quarter. Very, very, very touch foul. That's going to probably set her for a good bit of the rest of the first half here with 4:07 left. She's got 3 fouls on her. 3, in and out. Tall rebound for Tori Flournoy. Over to Ava Leonard. Ava Leonard tries to dribble through the double team. Not there. 3 shot for Tegan Huey off the back of the rim. Oh, Tori Flournoy in for the, oops, sorry folks. Didn't get the camera switched. Chelsea takes it inside, kicks it back out. The Jaguars just do not have an answer for her. She's just dominating on the inside. Not blaming the game on the officials, but some very, very light calls here so far in this first quarter. Completes the 3-point play there, 11-0. Could be a travel there. Three, looks like it's off the top of the backboard. Good high rebound by Tegan Huey. Fights. Coach Hatter going to go back with Jordan Corey with 3 fouls on her, unless missed one there. Long cross-court pass. Good tie up there by Camilla Dawsey. Ball's going to stay, though, I believe. Wait, no, ball is going to go over to Spain Park. Jordan Corey to inbounds for the Jaguars. Not sure why we only had 2 players moving there. Not much the inbounders could have done there. Nobody was open. Three-point basket. Nice ball movement there, swinging it. Teagan's going to go for the 15-footer there. Looks like it's going to be off on Chelsea. Back to the Jaguars. Chelsea bringing in a couple of subs. 16-0 with 1:47 left to play here in the first quarter. Good inbounds, good block. Foul's going to be on number 23, Jordan Corey. That's Jordan's 4th foul. She'll have to sit for a little while now. Jags get the rebound over to Tori Flournoy. Foul on Ava Leonard. That'll send Chelsea to the line. That'll be the 16th foul of the first quarter here. I see silky smooth William Latch has entered the building. Just waiting for him to make his way over here. First free throw, no good, off the back of the iron. Second free throw up and good. That's only going to be 3 team fouls on Chelsea, so they're going to go ahead and pass it in on the side into Ava Leonard. .15 seconds left. Ava Leonard drives to the hoop. Another blocking foul. Lots of officials like using their whistles so far tonight. Going to call that a shooting foul. Give her 2 shots. First one up and no good. Oops, sorry. Uh-oh. Be right back. Gotta go fix the camera. Chelsea just creating too many turnovers for the Jaguars to deal with. Ball into Tegan Huey. Trapped in the corner. Turnover. Back over to Chelsea. Chelsea gets it up. I don't know, Will. What'd you think about that?
It's a rough call.
Looked like she dropped her shoulder into her.
Yeah.
I don't know. Jordan had one earlier. She just barely put both her hands on the girl to get, not even push her, and they called her. Jordan got 4 fouls here in the first quarter.
Oh, gracious.
Another one, the Chelsea player ran. That has nothing to do with score. Ran in, kicked her foot up like the old, knee high, and kicked the player. And they called the foul on the.
NBA. That's an offensive foul.
Yeah.
Oak Mountain had a kid do that last week. Kick his leg out. He's really good at it. Kick his leg out, get a foul.
Mike and I were talking about it. I don't know if you noticed it, but there was a kid from Oak Mountain too, and he was very slick at it. And technically, it's gotta be careful, but he's creating space with that forearm.
Yeah.
But he doing it with the forearm and just one hand down low, they're probably not going to call that all the time until you get that second hand or you extend it out. But he did it very well and created some separation and got himself some rebounds from it.
Yeah.
That's, I think, Chelsea's first 3 of the game. They've been a little off the mark. Ball up to Camilla Dossie. Nope, we're going back, folks. They just need to settle down a little bit. And that's the other thing, too. In this first quarter, Will, I guess they didn't realize they could bounce past it. They kept on trying to go over the top and everything. Chelsea didn't even put their hands down. They just had 2 hands up every time we were throwing it into their hand. Some of the turnovers were very unforced. That's an automatic travel. MC Hunter set to check him back in the game at the next stoppage of play. 5:48 left here. I mean, they're just touch fouls. Everything's touch foul. They're not even letting them touch each other. I think somebody forgot to tell the official these are, especially with a 27-1 lead.
Yeah, you would think.
So, if you were much later, I was going to reach out to you remotely to get a traffic report for the people coming to the game.
280 is never fun in the afternoon.
No,
ever.
that's why I left when I did.
That and Rachel wanted some tacos from a taco truck.
Well, thanks for asking if I needed any. I appreciate that. My daughter Cameron has started her nursing rotation up at Grandview today. She got done a little early, so she called me and we had a nice late lunch together. So
awesome.
Always, your little one, you still got to feed her, but you'll cherish those moments as they get older.
Yeah.
Coach had her head in hands there, just not, This has been very uncharacteristic of the Jags tonight. I mean, Chelsea's a good team, and they're putting some pressure on, but I think the Jags are panicking just a little too much, Will.
Yeah.
Some of that could have been that they just didn't see you here on time. They were worried about you.
Yeah. Well, this is a double whammy because your youth, we got a lot of young kids on this team, and then having a new coach and, lack of experience is kind of coming out right here.
Yeah, just I think, too, it just,
Here we go.
The thing is, stuff like this that you haven't seen and you don't get to, it's hard to rep this defense, this matchup zone that they do in practice. And with the youth it is. But again, I tell you what, I think you saw it in football this year. I mean, I truly believe this is going to be a team that people don't want to play next year.
Absolutely.
Got some girls that are going to add some depth to the roster for next year. Girl transferred over that's probably not going to, hopefully maybe sees a little bit of time this season, but, they're getting some depth on the roster. You get another summer under Coach Hatter. Just keep growing. And, I mean, he's done a lot with, 7 wins so far. And, they've had some good wins, but, we are in a very, very tough area with 2 of the top teams in the state, in Chelsea and Hewitt-Trussville.
Yeah, no question.
Shot by Tori Flournoy off the back of the rim. Chelsea comes down with the rebound, gets it up across half court. 4:10 left here in the second quarter. Chelsea with a lot of ball movement. 3 off the side of the rim. Rebound Z over to Ava Leonard. Chelsea still putting pressure. MC Hunting. I tell you, too, the thing that kind of impressed me, Will, is Chelsea's very athletic, very fast to the ball. They close that, you think you got a window there, and they close it very quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was going to say these passes are very long. They need to shorten them a little bit.
That shot's long. I tell you, Will, it was tough. I tried to do the game again by myself on, wide open layup missed underneath. Rebound Z over to Ava Leonard. She'll hold it. Starts to bring it up over to Nyla Calhoun. Back to Ava Leonard, over to MC Hunter. Again, they trap so well right there at that. They trap so well in that corner. That's, again, you got to go over the top there. You know, you got to get.
About to say, how long is he going to press up 30?
Yeah, he took it off there. So how did the boys fare last night, Will? I know JV and freshmen were here last night, correct?
Yes, I believe so. I didn't even get a chance to ask my dad how they did.
That's just an unforced error right there. When they're sagging into a zone like that and they throw the pass into the hands of the defender. If I'm Coach Hatter right now, I'm looking for who wants to play. Where's the taco truck? Well, that sounds good.
Over there on 280 by Whataburger in the Shell gas station parking lot.
Tell you, we got to get. I got one more game. We got to get Whataburger on here. You know, they're a sponsor of Spain Park Jaguar basketball. We had their logo up, but we were talking about. Everybody forgets about Whataburger. I don't know why. Just because where they're located, they're kind of tucked up in there. But I mean, it's always good when you go there.
Oh yeah.
In fact, I got a meeting up next week with Dollar General, and whenever I go see a guy from Dollar General, I bring a cooler of Whataburgers. He loves them, and you can't get them up there.
Where's their headquarters?
Goodlettsville, Tennessee, just north of Nashville.
Okay.
They are you know, if I'm Coach Hatter, we go to the locker room, I tell my team, you know, and again, not a moral victory, but I tell my team, you know what, 0-0 coming out of the second half, we want to win the second half.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's what you try to take away. Make the adjustments so you take, you know, that experience of making those adjustments after playing that poorly in the first half into the next game, you know?
Right. Well, that's the biggest thing. I mean, only one senior on this team. You're trying to build essentially for next year with your young players and trying to build that connection, and just got to keep trying to get better.
Talk to your dad this week. You did it. By the way, your dad's killing it on views. We got the, you know, we aired the coaches show during the halftime of the games last week, so those you don't really see those because you see them during the game.
Right.
But then just on his, we got it posted just by itself, and I mean he's killing it on views, man.
Gotten a couple looks at the last couple possessions, just haven't been able to hit a shot.
No, and that's where too I think they wouldn't say panic again, but when they haven't had looks and then they start getting looks, when they start getting looks, then they kind of start throwing them up. You know, they're kind of almost shocked that they got the look.
Here we go.
This clock always freaks me out too. Well, see how it stops there when it gets to certain, you know, just.
Another foul.
I mean, I think they've called 11 on the Jaguars this half.
Have to go ask Campbell's dad what the foul discrepancy is.
That's got to be, she threw it off the back of the backboard. Isn't that out of bounds?
Out of bounds. They got it.
There you go. He first tried to call it off Torrey. Nyla Calhoun for three out of the corner off the backboard and the rim there. That's going to be at least three on MC, if not her fourth there. So if it's her fourth, you got Jordan and MC. That's the 15th foul, so she'll go to the line shooting two. I tell you, take away the turnovers, this is probably a pretty close game. Chelsea has not made, I mean, most of their points have come off turnovers and easy buckets because we've given it to them. They called her a lane violation?
Yeah.
On who?
Tegan. I just don't understand that. I mean, it's 34-5. Why are we calling a marginal lane violation? I don't understand. They need to get their clock fixed. That thing is not working right.
No, it always does that. It always freaks me out here. Well, I got the rosters.
Yeah, I brought the girls' rosters and boys.
Yeah, you got both theirs too, right?
Mm-hmm. You want theirs? Girls?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I think I know all our players. I don't know.
Yeah.
Got Spain Park Cheerleaders coming out right now. Spain Park Cheerleaders going to be heading down to Disney here in a couple of weeks. The House of the Mouse. They're spreading too wide for me. I can't get everybody. Mike and I always talk, it's nice when we're on the road because we actually get to see their faces.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm going to go, since you didn't bring me any tacos, well, I'm going to go to the concession stand.
Sounds good.
All right, getting ready to start back out here. 37-5 as we start the second half. Jags in a little bit of foul trouble. It's been a very, very tightly called contest. Jags are just having trouble getting it across half court. So many just unforced errors and turnovers. So I think if I'm Coach Hatter, I'm looking for just to see how they make the adjustments that they talked about in the locker room this half and see, who's out there putting the effort in and ready to play. Not sure what lineup he's starting with here.
Can you hear me?
Can hear you now.
Well, if you're a gambling man, do you put Jordan in with 4 fouls already?
She can. She's done it before, but I'd probably go at least halfway through. I mean, at this point, I think maybe you get some other people some reps.
Yeah.
And I mean, she had 2 legitimate fouls. The 2 of them I thought were a little touch. One of them I thought should have been a no call. Both 2 of them should have been no calls, but Chelsea starts the ball. Ooh, quick. Oh, I mean, how is that a travel? Oh, okay, good.
Backcourt.
I thought he called.
I did too.
I thought if it wasn't a backcourt, I thought it was a travel on her. I didn't think it was a foul. But he's been the one calling the most fouls, so. It's an interesting place to inbounds it right there. And I thought you inbounded it since the violation was close to half court. But
yeah, they changed the rule this year. Something about if it's below the free throw line, it's midway. If it's above, I don't know. They changed something about it.
So, Trinity Daniels in the game for the Jaguars. Camilla Dawsey on the floor. Tori Flournoy, Z, and Nyla Calhoun. I mean, I think with Jordan with 4 fouls, you maybe let her go start of the fourth quarter just to let her maybe keep her rhythm, just a little bit. But because she's basically been out the whole game. But I also think he uses this as an opportunity. But I think that's what he's doing. I think he's seeing who wants to play and who wants to move. Because, again, some of those turnovers came we couldn't get the ball in because nobody was moving.
Right.
Nobody was moving. I mean, several of the inbounds plays, they had 2 people standing there not even moving and 2 people moving. I mean, 50% of your options you're not even forcing them to guard. Again, that was great. Nyla moves around, gets an open spot.
Look inside.
Somebody's not in the right place there. You got 2 Jaguars standing on top of each other. Tell you what, though, if you're Coach Hatter, probably the way this game's gone, you're happy here. Jump ball is going to stick with the Jaguars here. They got to love to see time coming off the clock here. Getting more deliberate in their possessions and, getting some ball movement.
Most of the time, the longer your possession, the less they want to guard. So finally maybe get a little sneak shot or something.
I mean, I've seen more fouls away from the ball. I hope the boys don't have these same officials.
They will.
Reminds me, is this the same area as Gadsden City as far as official associations? Because I remember we played a game up there, and I made Camille Chase had 4 in the first quarter, and I mean, Pax had 4. I mean, we had 3 girls playing with 4 fouls in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's a different association, but this association does like Hoover, Thompson.
It's one thing.
Chelsea,
I get the different
Tuscaloosa County.
associations, but they seem to not have the consistency in some of the rules even,
Yeah, they don't.
You know, I get it, but when two people are being physical, the foul shouldn't go against the same person every time, you wouldn't think. Because they've both been very physical down there, you know?
Right.
Well, and they're killing me. They don't have a silky smooth public address announcer like yourself to call out third personal foul, third team foul.
I hate that for kids, you know. I mean, this is a 7A school.
They didn't even do introductions. They didn't even do introductions.
Yeah.
I mean, they got somebody down there. They got two guys down there calling the game.
Right. They're on the radio, but I hate that.
So I agree. Chelsea going to go with a wholesale substitution there, the whole bench. 5 get up, the next 5 move down. Ava Leonard looks like she's set to check in the lone Jaguar substitution coming into the next stoppage of play.
Oh, my gracious.
What'd they call there?
Illegal screen.
Wow.
I think that makes the foul discrepancy 15-5, if my math is correct.
You know, that's also very strange to see when you're the one pressing. You see a lot more fouls picked up in. So. And I'm not saying a foul's not a foul, but, you know, some of these have been very, you know, basketball is a contact sport.
Correct.
We do have senior night Friday night, Will, for the lone senior, Z, for the ladies. And then what do we got?
I think we have, what do we got here?
Yeah. I thought she walked there, too.
I did, too.
I thought she walked in. If she didn't, it should have been on the floor. Unless we started continuation in high school basketball.
That would be a nightmare. We have, I think, like 24 seniors Friday, so I'm going to be pretty busy.
Yeah.
Between cheer and dazzlers and girls and boys. The boys got 8 seniors. So.
We're going to try to interview the seniors like we did last year, you know, but with so many of them, last year's 4 was a little easier.
Right.
All I needed was a halftime of the girls' game and between the JV and the girls' game, you know. But
yeah. There we
Ava
go.
Leonard in the game for the Jaguars here. Camilla Dawsey out there getting a lot of quality minutes tonight. Nyla thought about that one, it looked like. Campbell Busby going to check in the game for the Jaguars. She'll check in for Zion Helliger. They stopped keeping the fouls on the board, so. Oh, almost a travel there.
There we go.
So, Will, looking at the area standings, you got for the boys tonight, 2-2 is Chelsea, 4-0 is Spain Park, and Hewitt's got one more. So tonight it really doesn't matter for Spain Park. I mean, you want to get the win, but it really comes down to control their own destiny. Friday night's games really comes down to who's going to be hosting for the area.
Correct. But tonight, if the Jags win and the Eagles beat Hewitt, we lock up hosting.
The Eagles have, but they've already. I think Hewitt's already played them. I think they're 4-1.
Yeah.
Of 6. So I think we got off a game when I think with the weather and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think they've already beat. Because I saw Oak Mountain's 0-5 in area.
Did they beat Chelsea? I can't remember if they even beat Chelsea.
I believe they did. No, it's Chelsea. Chelsea's 0.
Chelsea's 0.
Oak Mountain's 2-2. My bad.
Correct.
So, here we go. We're going to play with fire. Jordan Corey coming in with 4 fouls. It's 5 on
5 team fouls.
Oh, 5 team fouls. All right, let's see how long she lasts. What's your over-under? You got 8, 10, 17 left. Think she gets past the 5-minute mark?
I'm going to say yes. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt here. There you go.
How is that not a foul?
Yeah.
That's been, I mean.
I agree. If you're calling everything else, that's got to be one.
A touch foul down here, I mean. Why didn't she shoot that?
Need to have some more movement here, either moving the ball or moving your man.
Ill-advised pass there inside. Very unorthodox looking shot there, but it works for her.
Yeah, moving the ball better to this possession.
Yeah.
Throw it down there.
This is where you try a few things that you know what I'm saying? Don't be reckless, but try a few things that you. All right, so 48-8 here as we start the fourth. Clock will be hot, right?
Will be hot.
Somebody said that both coaches have to agree for it to go hot. Is that really the rule?
No.
The officials, I mean,
that's a state rule now.
I mean, you can't get the officials can't get it hot fast enough. And in fact, some of them, I know that you stop it on timeouts and you stop it on free throws. Now they've stopped, they've changed the rule. And I mean, we got that lady clock operator comes over to Spain Park all the time. She refuses to even stop it on and she'll tell you, she knows it's the rule. She's not stopping it.
Yeah.
All right, if I'm the Jags, let's get 10 this quarter, right? Corbin Long the other night for the boys, we'll talk a little bit about this between games, but Corbin Long the other night for the boys was kind of amazing to me. You go down and look at the book, he had 22 points, but you don't feel like he had 22 points. It's a quiet 22 points, And on top of that, he's probably responsible for another 15 points in that game as well, just getting people the ball, with his assists. And so when you think, that game was 40-something to, he's an integral part. It's good to have him back on the floor.
Absolutely. He's grown up so much of now being a facilitator, but also scoring in the paint when he needs to, and he's done a really good job, and he played really well the other night. Here we go.
That was dangerous right there. They've been calling that a foul all night, but it was good. I mean, you cut off the pass and they step in front of her. That's what you want to see. Yeah, that's a good call there. MC scrambling. I can tell from George. She's at the. I'm not. When I say she doesn't care, she goes out now. She's not that she doesn't care, but she's just going to play it. She's going to play it true up. Yeah, I was sitting there looking at these mats they got here. You know, after the experience last year at Spain Park, you'd think that they'd invest in some mats at the end of the gym. I mean, you know, as physical as these games get, you're hitting the wall with more just that one little 10-foot square area.
Yep, that was a terrifying moment. Those passes right there just come with the youth. She'll learn. It's a big jump going from 6th grade basketball to this. Another foul on blue.
That's going to be her. They already get it up there. Her third. First team foul. Oh, no, that's 14th foul. So now you got MC on the floor with 4, Jordan Corey on the floor with 4. Camilla Dossie will check back in for the Jaguars for MC Hunter. Tegan Huey will inbound the ball for the Jaguars. Got to catch it before you can shoot it, right?
Yeah.
Never got that. You can dribble it off your leg, but you can't use your leg. Ball's going to go back over to the Jaguars there. Gonna get it. Oh, got it for the block.
All right.
Oh, he's gonna give her 2 shots too. Chance of getting double digits here. We're looking for small victories right now, Will. And it's in and out. Nice. Second one's up and good. Oh, that's going to be it. She's going to be 5 fouls on her. Foul out of the game. She probably won't come talk to me after the game, Will. Ava Leonard going to check back in for Camilla Dawsey. Guess we're going to go down playing, right, Will?
Absolutely. They haven't stopped fighting. They'll continue to play hard.
Oh, I'm going to do this. Got it. Sorry, folks. Not much to see, though. Just leave it down here. Come on. I have to fix the remote here, Will. We got some remote technical difficulties here.
Uh-oh.
There we go. It was tough the other night with the fast break game going back and forth. The camera couldn't keep up, man.
Yep. Nice. Oh.
Things just are not good. Oh, at least they didn't call that there.
Wowzers.
Huh?
I thought they were going to.
No, I think now with hot clock, they got what they want. Minute 58.
Yeah.
Tegan Huey for three gets it. Come on. Minute 24 left in the game. Minute 19. Nice move there by Tori. Oh, kicks it back out. Over in the corner for Tegan. She's going to take another one. Got it.
There we go.
Yeah, get it looking a little bit more respectable, right? And that's going to run the clock out. 50-15 is going to be your score here. So we will be back here in a few minutes for the boys' game. We're going to talk to Coach Latch here briefly before the game, get his thoughts on tonight's matchup. So interesting to see if they do an introduction for the boys.
We'll see. Even when I was in high school, they rarely had somebody here.
I'll tell you, it was a little frustrating too when we got here, Will, because it was a little, the boys were just out there doing dunk practice while the girls were sitting off on the side. They weren't even letting the girls on the court to warm up, huh? So, didn't think that was very friendly, but it was both teams. You know, the Chelsea was over there with their girls waiting to play, and I mean, the boys didn't seem to have two cares in the world that the girls had a game tonight. So.
Guess we're in the road blacks.
Yeah, so Chelsea's 0-4 in region, and that's what you 9-17 overall. That's what you want to be practicing is your dunks before a big game, right? So Oak Mountain's 1-3, Hewitt's 3-1. So really, so you're right.
We're 4-0.
Yeah, so we're 4-0. So there are some games tonight. So you're right. If Oak Mountain can beat Trustful tonight, then we've got the number 1 seed locked up.
Correct.
You know, which talking to Coach Latch was, I think if you would have looked in December and said, hey, we're going to be playing for hosting the area tournament, you'd have been pretty happy back then.
No
Somebody
question.
told them that with the number of injuries they had, and you know, and so, you know, I asked Coach Latch the other day, I'm interested to get your opinion here. You know, years past you've had, you know, 1 or 2 guys, you know, your go-to guys. You need that basket, you draw up the play for them, and, you know, every team's got one. This team doesn't really have one. They do it by committee. You know, you don't know what night, you know, you don't know, you know, which guy's going to do it. And so I asked Dad the other day, I said, do you need that one guy, you know, or can you just go to the hot hand in that game, you know? And because I think both of them are, you know, there's advantages to both and there's disadvantages to both.
Yeah, this is obviously the first team in the last couple of years that hasn't had a go-to guy, if you will. But sometimes that hurts people. But this team, you know, I feel like they have such a great connection, and they all play so hard and play for each other that they really don't care. And it seems to be different every night on who that guy is. Like Corbin the other night had 22, but I don't really feel like he was trying to be the go-to guy. I feel like he was just playing within the offense and ended up with 22 points.
Yeah, but even then, too, you got Quinn Davis comes in the other night, you know, and Quinn Davis has been out with a wrist injury and gave them that little spark that they need. Only had 6 points, but kind of fired up the defense a little bit. And, you know, it was a tight game, and Spain Park had pretty much trailed the whole way. And then Quinn Davis, you know, came in, gave him a little spark, and Spain Park was able to pull away. So when you have role players like that, and I think some of that comes back down to Spain Park having the opportunity to get so many guys reps during the injury-plagued month of December.
Absolutely. And that'll come in clutch later. And obviously next year, I mean, that's a lot of younger guys that have gotten some playing time and can only benefit us here in the future. But, yeah, Quinn came in and played really well.
Coach, tough area matchup tonight. 4-0 an area you guys have been playing really well. Saturday had the opportunity to really get some guys some quality minutes and just put 80 on the board. Some guys seemed like they got comfortable, had a little fun scoring. Do you think that'll roll over into tonight?
I hope so. Tonight means a lot. So we're trying to win an area championship and got to get tonight to do that. And our guys are dialed in and ready. We're prepared, and hopefully we're good enough.
You know, Chelsea, bottom of the region, but always tough, and they play tough. And they started off tough against you last time. You had to put Chapman Blevins on Futch for them. Are you expecting any type of mismatch trouble tonight?
Yeah, you know, they're extremely long. They've got us on size. They rebound extremely well. Fortunately, they missed shots at our place. I expect they'll probably make some here. We're going to have to cover the three better than we did last time. And it's going to be an absolute battle. I expect it to be a one-possession game. I really do.
Last thing, you know, with this being a split schedule, JV and freshman here last night, you get to bring some of those guys up, even just for the experience to learn. What does that do for some of those younger guys?
I hope it's good. You know, they get a chance to see what a varsity locker room's like before games, the half times, the post game, and just experience, because a lot of those guys are going to be key parts of next year's program. And so it gives them a taste of it before they have to actually be in it.
Good luck tonight, Coach. Go Jags.
Thank you. Go Jags.
There you go. Sounds like they're going to do some lineups.
Yeah. All right, Will. So what do the Jags have to do tonight, other than score more points than the other team?
Yeah, the easy. You want the easy? I think they just got to play within themselves. I think they understand what's on the line, but also understand that they control their own destiny, and they are in a great spot. But Chelsea, man, they're just physical and long and athletic, and they're going to challenge us. And, I think back at their place, or at our place, they missed a lot of shots, a lot of easy shots that I don't think they're going to miss here. I think they'll be able to hit their shots in this gym, and it's always a hostile environment, but I think our Jags just need to play within themselves and do what we do, and, that's gotten us to 4-0. So don't try to do anything special or different.
Futch is always, Avery Futch, number 0, is always a tall order for them. Matchup-wise, they're a little bit bigger. Do you think they'll go ahead and pound it inside?
I believe so. If I'm playing against our team, obviously I'm going right at TJ because we don't have much behind him size-wise, which has been different than years past. But he's a terrific player, Avery Futch is. And I think they'll go inside a lot, but I don't know if it's going to be their main target.
Will, if the way this is shaping up too, this is, you end up locking it up here tonight. You'll end up, this is who you're, again, you should get a lot out of this game if you can lock it up here. This is who you end up playing in the first round anyways. It'd be the 1 versus 4 seed.
Yeah.
So, and I tell you, even though they're sitting at the 4 seed, they don't play like a 4 seed. There you go.
This level, this area is very even. the records do not prove anything. This area, it could go one way or the other every single night, no matter who you're playing. These teams are very, very level, and are a lot of them are very similar in how they play and the type of team they have, and it's a tough area for sure.
Crawford Blevins back up from the JV squad today for a little. That's one of the things we talked to Coach Latch about to start the game was, getting to bring up a couple extra guys with the split schedule. You know, you can only play one team per night. So with some of those guys got some JV action last night, they can come up and be a part of the varsity squad tonight since it's a different night.
First, the starters for the Jaguars. Number 1, Nick Richardson.
I'll tell you, Nick Richardson's really stepped up and taken on the expanded role this year. And, you know, he's somebody I think you got to feel comfortable with when Corbin Long has to take I think they're 1A, 1B sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, that's been the most incredible thing about this program is every year you always think that, man, our playmakers are gone. But somebody always steps up in this program, and he's done a great job stepping up and being a leader, too.
I tell you, Parker Chase is another good story. You know, a guy that's just grinded it out year after year. Making the most of his opportunities and developed into a starter. You know, I think if you look back at him last year, you probably would have said he's going to be a contributor to the team, but I don't know if you would have thought he was starting consistently as a senior.
Yeah, and, you know, he's got that coach's kid mentality. He works his tail off and is always doing the right thing and in the right spot. And he's come so far.
So yeah, I think, you know, if you look, the starting lineup for Chelsea, Futch and Aiden Owens, number 21, are probably going to be the two toughest matchups for the Jags tonight. But again, you know, talking again with Coach Latch, Chapman Blevins is such a weapon on defense, you know, and I think, you know, I asked them, you know, did you try to disrupt them? And they said, no, we tried to blow it up. You know, they try to use some of their defensive players, and I think this team, you know, each team every year, it's odd, like you said, has their own identity, and this one's kind of the blue-collar lunch pail. You know, we're going to get it done on the defensive end and let our offense feed off our defense. I think TJ gets bigger and bigger with every game.
Seems like it.
Not to mention, what's he got, like a 9-foot wingspan?
Yeah.
Chelsea starting off a little 2-3 zone here. I tell you, nobody, if he hasn't yet, I'm going to file for it. Corbin Long's got that patent on that little 8 to 10 foot little jump shot, you know?
Yeah, he does.
Thought Parker Chase made a good decision there because it looked like he chipped it, and I think he waited till it went over to try to keep from getting the possession in the front court and going back, and but the official didn't see the tip, I guess. Or I saw something that wasn't there.
Yeah, I thought it got tipped too, but.
So on the floor, you got Nick Richardson, Corbin Long, TJ Lamar, Parker Chase, and Chapman Blevins for the Jaguars. Jaguars have a chance to lock up area play tonight, get the first seed with a little bit of help from Oak Mountain, and nice steal there by TJ Lamar, but Chapman Blevins a little too fast for the pass. Again, these officials love fouls away from the ball. Same officiating crews we had in the previous game.
That's just why even put that in play. That affected the play 0%.
No, and they're just being physical. You know, a lot of times too, most officials at the start of a game, and you know, again, a foul's a foul, but they'll let them bang a little bit and they'll settle them down. Hey, you know, knock it off. You know, give them a little bit of a warning because they're, like I said, nothing there, nothing was affecting the play, nothing was egregious, nobody got an advantage or disadvantage there.
Right. That's what I tell people all the time. These are high school athletes. It's going to be physical. They're not, you know, they're not perfect. But if we sat here and called every foul, every possession, we'd be here all night.
I tell you, when it comes to the boards too, Corbin Long, he plays like a 7-footer. Does Corbin's dad know every official out here?
Corbin's dad knows everyone.
But I tell you what, again, nice steal by Chapman Blevins. How was that not a foul?
And that's what we saw in the girls' game. Good contest there by TJ. Nice, tough finish at the rim by Aiden Owens. That right there is what we cannot do.
Again,
Town 3-0, quick. It's Corbin's second.
so I think Jags would probably like to see the pace slow down just a little bit here, getting a little bit more of a half-court set. I guess the fortunate thing there, too, is, there was a huge foul disparity last game. Jackson Bradley will check into the game for the Jaguars again. Jackson amazes me every time I see him this year. He worked so hard in the offseason. He's put on some, size, and he's, he used to be just a shooter. Now he's pretty much an all-around player.
Yep.
I still love tossing, throwing some little firecrackers at that. Him and his brother Brock, and I tell them both that the best athlete in the family is their sister. You hate to see Corbin on the bench with the 2 fouls early, but again, this is where I think you got a lot more comfort level than you had last year with Nick Richardson being able to pick up that slack.
Absolutely.
But again, Parker Chase, no slouch himself. Seemed to learn some basketball even with his dad down in Orange Beach.
There we go. Good attack by TJ.
Yeah. So.
I think Coach Latch was yelling, we got 4 turnovers. That's 4 turnovers and 3 fouls. It's not a good start.
Great pass inside by Parker Chase there. Great turnaround. That's something else. TJ is so disciplined in there. He just doesn't panic.
Yeah, he has grown so much.
And he doesn't mind taking that extra spin to make the move. If it's not there, he'll make he'll spin it back out or go up and under or do something. Great rebound, Parker Chase. Great rebound. I tell you, you really, again, I don't think you want to play anybody in this region and area play, but I think this is why that game's so important, because I think, you don't want to have to get through Chelsea or Oak Mountain and Trussville and area. You win this game here, you can let one of the two of them take care of each other, and then they.
Yeah, I don't want to play any of them.
So we got Josh Helms coming in. Josh Helms played some quality minutes this year. He was a little under the weather there a couple weeks ago, but seems to have gotten his legs back. And then you got Harrison Stewart checking in. Nice to see Harrison Stewart. He's hit a couple threes on Saturday. It looked like he started to find his groove again a little bit.
Yeah, he just needs to calm down and do his thing. I think he puts a lot of pressure on himself.
Well, I think some of those guys, and we talked to Coach Latch about it, not an excuse. They got a lot of quality reps, but you had a lot of guys. Oh, great cutoff there by Josh Helms. Over to Harrison Stewart. Again, another guy that can bring up the ball for you that they have a lot of confidence in. Jackson Bradley, 3.
That's what you need right there. These
I'd love
off-ball shooters.
I'd love to see him get going.
To your point, we're hard to beat when we're making shots.
Yeah. Usually if you score more than the other team, you're going to win. Not always, though, right?
No, not always.
so active on defense, the Jaguars. You know, just
There we go.
And again, I think that's something they've taken a lot of pride in this year. They're making everybody work for every point that they get.
Yep. Well, when we struggle scoring the ball like we kind of do sometimes, it's so valuable to have a strong defense.
Great fake there by Nick Richardson. Chelsea expected him to hand it off. Jackson Bradley coming around at the wing there, and just he kept it, put his foot down, and got that little extra step and drove it home. What a great play. And again, that's what you know, maybe they heard me talking, who's that guy that's going to step up?
Yeah.
I know it's not Will unless it's to the taco truck.
Grab it. Got another loose ball.
Oh, Futch trying to flop there, but didn't work for him. You know, again, too, I think this is just a good situation, too, for Corbin. He goes and sits, but he can sit comfortably knowing that he's got guys on the floor this year that can kind of pick up that slack, you know.
Absolutely.
He doesn't have to come in and press, you know. He doesn't want to sit, but, you know, there's just, I think, a little extra comfort level there with this group and the trust. Oh, yeah, good. Like seeing Chapman. That's something I'd like to have seen the last couple of games from Chapman. I like it that he's been a little bit more aggressive going to the hoop. So sometimes he settled a little bit too much into defense. He's so strong on defense, you know, it almost took him out of the offensive set. He was more a distributor, but he can score when he drives. It was fun. I talked to him after the game, too. I think he was more excited that his brother hit that three on Saturday than his brother was.
Yeah.
8-4, 146 left in the first quarter here. Jags lead. Quinn Davis set to check in for the Jaguars. It's going to give Jackson Bradley a rest. Again, Quinn Davis, he's a guy that's, I think, 140 running around in the shower soaking wet, but he doesn't play like it.
No.
He can box out with the best of them.
That kid's a champ.
And I don't feel bad saying that on the air because I said that to him the other day when I interviewed him. I think he was a little nervous. He didn't know what I'd said, though.
Got to slide over a little earlier on that.
That's all right. You're not disappointed with that because that was going nowhere fast, and to be able to reset and throw the ball in bounds there. Probably not an advised pass there, but worked out for him. TJ Lamar going to check in for the Jaguars. He's going to give Josh Helms a rest. So you got Harrison Stewart, Quinn Davis, TJ Lamar, Chapman Blevins, and Nick Richardson on the court for the Jaguars.
Downhill.
Oh, TJ. That's the uncharacteristic of him. I tell you, I was about fell out of my chair the other day. Saw TJ take a couple of threes.
He did. He's
And
not scared to.
And he hit one, too. He's so athletic. I mean, it's just got to be. And he's just gotten stronger and stronger. I tell you, though, a lot of people held their breath last Friday night when he went down, though, came off limping.
Yeah.
And then you love to see him get lay on the back and then start stretching out and realize it's just a cramp.
Jad's going to go for the last shot here.
I think that's probably wise, especially with the foul disparity. You don't want to go give him anything with time on the clock. I don't know if you really want to pick the ball up right there.
Good take.
That's what you want right there.
My gosh, he just called an offensive foul.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my gracious.
off the back of the rim. Camera's not fast enough for some of these in these smaller gyms. Will? Oh, I know why too. I know why. Oop. Zoomed in too much. There we go. So it will be Chelsea ball coming in, but again, I just, I'm loath to, what is it, 5-0 on the fouls there?
We're at a
Chelsea had
5-2.
5-2.
Yeah, we're at a 5-2 right now.
I'm loath to blame any game on the officials, and I'm not.
I usually get complaints about my music being loud, but that one was probably hear that down at Spain Park High School.
Yeah. Tell you what, man, a lot of pressure. I don't envy you, Will. I did a little over the holidays. I mean, you get a comment. Everybody's got a comment. Too loud, too soft. Couldn't hear you. You need to put more inflection in your voice. You had too much inflection in your voice. Didn't like that song. Your music's too dated. Love the music. I mean, everybody. You need to put on some earmuffs and just leave when you get done.
Can't please anybody anymore.
No. So most meaning well, but of course the whole time I got my daughter in there, just cringing every time I say something because I'm her dad, But it is fun, and these girls appreciate what you do. It's a lot of time out of your schedule with one little child and one on the way. Spending all your nights there. Students appreciate it. What you do for the students can't be measured.
Oh yeah, it's a passion of mine for sure, and I enjoy every time I get to get behind that microphone.
You're much better at it than I am, I'll tell you that. So I tell you, that's the other thing too, is going from play-by-play to public address. It's a little different animal because you don't want to be doing. And I got that football because I filled in for you on public address for the 8th grade football games, and you sit there and try to third down. You're trying to call it, but.
Yeah, football, I don't know if it's because I grew up playing basketball, but football is a little bit more challenging for me just because, basketball is just second nature. I understand the sport. I played it my whole life, and I've been around it my whole life. But, man, there's just something about being out there on a Friday night, adding to the atmosphere. It's exciting. Look at that. 2 fouls right away on them. That's Jackson Shuttleworth's second, which is big. Good strong move by TJ again. TJ hits the first. Got lucky there on a second chance point. Had Chapman wide open under the basket. Extra passes for Nick Richardson, wide open at the 3. Good rebound by TJ.
How is that not a foul?
That's a foul. I just don't understand that. Got some good pressure by the Jags here on defense. Good steal by TJ right there. Look at that. What an effort by Parker Chase.
I thought he had that. That was a good look.
That'd have been huge. Really good defense by Spain Park. Forcing Chelsea called timeout. That's a great job by the Jags on the defensive end.
Well, Will, it's senior night Friday, so we got, what, 8 seniors for Spain Park?
8 seniors.
And how many total did you tell me you're going to be calling out?
I think it's like 24 with them, and the girls have one with Z Halagar, and then you throw in the cheerleaders, they have 8, and the Dazzlers have a few, so I'll be busy.
Again, a lot of pressure. When I had to call out all those dancers for that one game, I called out all the dancers, and you got to get those names right, and some of them just a little nuance there, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody and every parent, that they want to hear their kid's name called out right,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, football, I think I had like 60-something people for football this year. It was nerve-wracking, to say the least.
Well, on top of that, they didn't make it easy for you with the duplicate numbers, and they didn't tell you who was captain.
I hate that.
I found out from the boys halfway through the season that they knew, like on Wednesday, they just never said anything to anybody.
Nice offense there by Chelsea. Foot scores at the rim. Fonby back.
Yeah. Oops, sorry, folks. Camera's catching up. Will, quit messing with my camera. I got it. There we go.
Like a travel down there. Tell you what, Parker Chase is like that little gnat in the summer that just will not leave you alone, and I love it. He disrupt plays in the basketball just so well.
Cooper Gann in the game.
No
I think
comment,
he got him
George.
there. I mean, they're both banging back and forth. So when you see a guy like not to try to preview too much, but when you see a guy like Crawford Blevins come up and start playing this much with the varsity, or is that a guy you bring up for the area run in the playoffs?
Like Chapman?
No,
Or you said
Crawford.
Fonby? Oh, Crawford. Yeah. Yeah, he's played well.
Oh, there you go.
And then we got I think Dad said there's a freshman that's playing really well.
I'll tell you, too, that was your dad told the story the other day about how, I guess it was Quinn Davis broke his wrist down at the tournament. Mm-hmm. They needed another player, and Jonathan Fonby was down there, but he didn't have his shoes, so they went to the outlet store, bought him some basketball shoes, and he suited up.
Yeah. He was just there to watch and support, and Dad's like, hey, I need you. He's like, oh, Coach, I ain't got any shoes. But yeah, and he played so well down there. You go Quinn in the corner.
Who was that?
Quinn Davis.
Quinn Davis. I tell you, last week Mike's like, is Quinn Davis still hurt? Because we hadn't seen him. He came in and had 6 points, made us a couple of threes. And
yeah, I told Coach I was just impressed about how he came in and just acted like he had never been out.
One of the things that impressed me about the Jags top to bottom is the continuity from freshman to JV to varsity, and the terminology and the coaches all on the same page, whether it's a varsity or JV game. And so you can bring those guys up because there's They know what they're supposed to run. That was a travel, in my opinion. There we go. I'll tell you, it's just a little bit of just mismatch in there, but the Jags are handling well. And again, that's where some of the physicality comes into play. You know, you don't always have to match them size for size, but let them know you're there.
Yeah. Well, I feel like the Jags have always had those pesky guards that are able to guard the big men inside. You know, Josh Harrington was so good at it.
Ooh,
like
dangerous
just
pass.
continued.
Sorry, guys. Back around. We'll get there for it. Oh, thought he had it. Ooh. There we go. Yeah, I thought there was an over the back there. It almost looks like that's how they made the call. So Chapman Blevins going to check back in for the Jaguars. He's going to give Quinn Davis a rest. Jackson Bradley's going to come in for Harrison Stewart.
Down screen. Go in there. We'll score it.
Great. Again, the discipline TJ has there to come down to his feet. He doesn't bring the ball down, but he makes sure he's got his hands on it so he can go up strong, draws the foul. He's just... Jags lead 14-8 with 2:06 left here. Foul disparity's made up a little bit here in this quarter. Next foul, Jags will be shooting 2 in the bonus the rest of the way, the rest of the half.
Travel.
Again, it comes from Parker Chase being relentless and closing off the baseline there. He wanted to go baseline. He beat him to the baseline. He had nowhere else to go. Cuts back into the backside help from Chapman Blevins. He gets trapped, and he's just, I mean, there's nothing you can do there except travel or get a 5-second call pretty much. You surprised he's let Corbin sit this long?
No.
Not that I would ever second-guess Coach Lash, but the only reason I don't like that is because I think sometimes it's hard to get your rhythm, get back in the field when you've sat that long and then you got halftime.
Yeah.
Personally, for me, again, and some with Corbin being a little bit more disciplined, but I get it too. The way this game's gone, we saw it in the girls' game. I mean, touch foul, and you got your third foul, and then again, now you're taking him out of the second half. So right. I see both sides of it, but again, I guess that's where you rely on his maturity. He's a guy that can come back out, warm up a little bit at halftime, and get going.
Yeah. Also, the score being the way it is, we're kind of where we would like to be, and don't necessarily quote need him right now. In case he might pick up his third.
Yeah. So. Jackson Bradley off the front of the rim. I mean, he is so close on those. He's not missing by much. Oh, my goodness. Quinn Davis going to check back in for the Jaguars and give Nick Richardson, give Jackson Bradley the rest. Again, I don't know. Jackson Bradley is not off by much on his shots, and you'd love to see him get that rhythm and start popping those.
Well, as a shooter, you can't be that down about those. I mean, all of his threes look like they're going in. He's just got to keep his head on and keep shooting.
That's the drawback to the double team there. 15-10, just under a minute left to play here. Chapman Blevins. Very physical up there. What was once a foul is now nice. TJ Lamar, again, very disciplined. Lays that in nicely. Very physical inside. TJ, 11 seconds left, doesn't have to do too much with
That's a rough call right there, but
He did lead with that shoulder a
he
little.
did, and TJ's got to give the ball up right there
Yeah,
and get it back.
I don't know how much you guys work on TJ running the point on the fast break.
I don't think at all.
So, and wisely, TJ will come out so he doesn't pick up another foul. 7.7 seconds left. Well, the good news there is you had a foul to give, so 1.1.
It's Chap's second.
Yeah.
TJ's only got one.
Josh Helms will come back out.
Coach is going to put him in there to protect the rim. 1.1, they got enough time to get an actual shot off. Contest. Good.
And scoring update from area. Oak Mountain and Trussville are tied 23-23 with a minute 30 left. Actually, Oak Mountain just went up 25-23 on a two-point basket with just under a minute 30. So Jaguars definitely some Oak Mountain Eagles fans tonight.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So just because area play ends this week, we got another week of play, non-conference, non-area, and then we go start the area tournament. Again, you always love to host the area tournament if you can.
Yeah, which has never been done in the Latch tenure.
Really?
Yep, never been done.
I remember we've been to Oak Mountain or Mountain Brook a couple times, but I did not know.
Yep. I think it was Mountain Brook that first year, and then Vestavia 2 years, and then Oak Mountain last year. So,
well, thanks for jinxing them, Will. I'm sure I'll be sure to tell your dad that you brought that up on air.
Well, I will say that they always end up winning the area tournament, so
yeah,
which is what really matters.
Tell you, next year it gets a little bit more dicey. You got that extra round in there once you win the area tournament to get the regionals.
Yeah, that's the only benefit about 7A, really. I mean, obviously the competition's, you got a lot of better players, but 6A is a difficult. No, I'm good. 6A is a difficult. 6A is a little bit difficult basketball-wise. But yeah, in 7A, you have that. You don't have to do that extra round, which is big because you just end right up at regionals. So, Jags up 7 at the half. We'll see what coach has discussed, and we'll be back.
All right, Will, we're coming back at it. Real quick score update at the half. Trussville leads at Oak Mountain 28-27. So not to sound cocky or anything, but you really felt like the Jags probably dominated that first half a little more than 17-10.
Hear me now?
Yeah.
That button's wearing me out.
So what do they got to do here in the second half to extend this lead and really get away with a comfortable win if possible?
Yeah, well, I think they got to keep doing what they're doing. I think we're shying away a little bit when we attack the glass, trying to adjust our shots when really they just need to go strong. Chelsea's got some big guys in foul trouble. Chelsea traditionally, they're about to ramp up the pressure. But this could go either way. I mean, the Jags could jump out to a big lead, or Chelsea could cut it back and it'd be a war. But I think the Jags just need to relax. Obviously, they have a 7-point lead. But don't try to do anything different. Obviously, it's what we've been doing is working.
You put Corbin Long back in to start the third?
Absolutely. No doubt about it.
All right, Jag will get the inbounds here. They get the alternating possession, so they will start with the ball in the third quarter here. Jags in the black uniforms, Chelsea in the white. Chelsea sticking with a larger lineup, trying to take advantage of some of their size here. Corbin Long is back in the game for the Jaguars. So you have Nick Richardson, Chapman Blevins, basically your original starting five. T.J. Lamar, Parker Chase. I think I said Nick Richardson already, and if I didn't, then there it is. Rather say the name twice and forget him once, right?
Nice. What a start.
That one worried me a little bit. He looked like he caught in tweener, and that's when you put that jam off the back of the rim.
Oh,
but
yeah.
he drove it home. He threw it down.
He's gotten so much more explosive off of his legs when he gets close to the rim. But, yeah, I'd rather see that one go right off the glass. Great defense there by TJ.
In the corner, swings it back. From Chelsea, very athletic, getting to the ball. Good cross-court pass. Love the ball movement right here from the Jaguars.
Nice
Great shot,
floater.
TJ Lamar. Yeah, I think that's another thing by getting some of these players so much playing time. I mean, the defense the Jaguars play, and even in transition, is so active that you got to have depth. You got to have depth to run what they run. And I'm not talking about running up to the food truck, Will.
Not gonna let me live it down, are you?
Well, I got to give you a hard time about something because baseball season's about to start, which means I'll be Rick Strawn's punching bag for 8 weeks, which is fine because we get along pretty well. We have a good time, but
I need to come up there one time and just hang out with y'all.
you do, man. It's a good time. I'm trying to build this little platform to be able to call the games from while they're redoing the whole stadium. But
Looks like the Jags are going in the right direction here.
yeah, they came out. I don't know what they said to him at halftime, but they definitely came out ready to play. That's going to be an over in the back.
Got tipped, though.
Oh,
there we go.
Dude, good
Okay.
call. Again, good call by Chapman there. He gets the ball, turns around, looks and sees what's there. A lot of people panic and try to bring it right back up. Not sure that was the best shot we could have gotten off that set. And then he gets the foul. I mean, you hate to see that. What game are you watching over there, Will?
The Pelicans. Pelicans and Jazz.
First foul on the Jaguars here in the third. Going to be, I don't know, they're not keeping up with fouls, and they got no public address here.
That was Nick, and that's his first.
Okay,
I got you, George.
thanks. Well, when I got the iPad doing the score cam, normally I keep the rosters and I write it down on my.
That's on Corbin, which I think it is. That's his third. I think you still ride with him, though.
I do at this point. I mean, they're playing well. Josh Helm's going to check in for the Jaguars. My guess he'll give T.J. Lamar a much-needed break. Just popped up on my phone that Fox News projects that Donald Trump will win the New Hampshire primary.
All right.
For anybody that's looking, feeling like they need to stick around at home and watch some jaded news coverage, whichever channel you watch, it's jaded one way or another.
Yeah, I don't know what to believe anymore when it comes
No.
to the news, Twitter.
No. So
Any of
Cooper
that.
Gann to check in for Corbin Long.
It's been a long Chelsea possession. It's not a good sign ending with an and one.
No, that's not what you want to see there. Again, especially the Jags, and then that's just kind of a momentum killer.
Yeah.
I think if the Jags can answer here, you probably stop the damage, stop the bleeding. But Chelsea, just like we talked about, Chelsea can be right back in this 3 possessions. And again, disparity in fouls again. 3 fouls that's on the Jags to start the quarter here. None on Chelsea.
Yep.
Completes the and one. Jags get it in quickly. Chelsea stepped up the pressure here, playing a little bit more aggressive on defense. Nice move by Josh Helms there.
That was a good move. Shocked we got a foul call there, but we will take it. That is his 4th on Jackson Shuttlesworth. That's a big hit for them.
It is. I'll tell you, that's something that Jaguars much needed to improve on and have improved on this game is free throws. Friday night, their free throws were a little bit lacking.
Yeah.
So, sent somebody looking for them at halftime, but we couldn't find them anywhere. Good. 2 free throws up and good for Josh Helms. Again, Josh Helms just holding his position there. That's all he needed to do. Oh, that was a great no call there.
Absolutely. I mean, that's verticality. He's straight up and down.
Again, but part of what but part of what helps there is Josh Helms getting stronger and to be able to hold his position when the guy runs into him. If you get knocked backwards, I think you get the foul call there.
Yeah.
But by being able to stay just vertical, straight up and down. So Harrison Stewart going to take a rest. Jackson Bradley in for Harrison Stewart. Jackson Bradley, Cooper Gann, Chapman Blevins, Josh Helms, and Nick Richardson on the floor for the Jaguars. 23-15. Free throws up and good. 23-16. Oh. Should we go to the replay there? 23-18, just like that. We talked about it a moment ago. Don't blame me, Will. Ricky always blames me, says I jinxed us. Worst place you can pick it up, and it works out for him. Again, Chelsea trapping up here at the...
Just got to handle the pressure and score with contact.
Nice Chapman Blevins. Again, Chapman really worked to get the foul and the bucket there. Really got his body in a nice position so he could make the basket, waiting for the contact, and then put it in. Great play by a senior right there.
Yep. That's what I'm talking about. When we're attacking the rim like that and you see pressure coming, a lot of our guys in the first half are altering the route they were taking to score instead of just going through the contact and getting an and one like Chapman did. That looked like a gumball machine
I
right
was
there.
going to say, use the entire rim for that one. Wore off the paint. Quinn Davis into the game for the Jaguars, along with T.J. Lamar. Nick Richardson, Jackson Bradley, and Chapman Blevins on the floor for the Jaguars. Oh, tripped as he's going up. Nick Richardson going to try to take it all away. T.J. there for the rebound and the foul. T.J. will go to the line to shoot 2. Trussville pulling away midway through the third quarter against Oak Mountain, 39-33. Scoring update. Taco truck is restocked on tortillas, so they're good to go for you, Will.
Yeah, I might swing by there on the way home. They're good. A couple steak tacos.
A rare 2 missed free throws by T.J. Lamar. Can't have that down the stretch here. Again, I guess it jinxed us, Will, because I brought up how our free throws had been.
Score.
That's got to be a goaltending.
Chelsea's going to take a timeout here.
Much needed there for the Jaguars. 10-point lead here, 3:05 left to play in the third. Fouls for the Jaguars, got 4. Chelsea 3, so next foul on the Jaguars. Chelsea will be shooting regardless, whether or not it's a shooting foul or on the floor. We got a shot of the Spain Park cheerleaders there. Always a pleasure to have them in the house. They do such a great job.
They do.
They really just elevate. Morgan Lambert has done a phenomenal job with that program. So.
Yeah, she had some big shoes to fill, but she's done a terrific job.
Yeah, and, bringing some youth and, not that Coach Holla didn't have some enthusiasm, but, you just when you've been there, you've done it, you're just coming out of it, And sometimes, sports change over years.
Yeah.
We bring it in a new philosophy, some new drills, some new concepts. Sometimes, helps you elevate it to the next level. Again, not that Coach Holla wasn't doing a great job, but just.
Well, and she also went to Spain Park and cheered in that same program, so it means a little bit more.
That's going to be short. There you go. So that's got to be a foul call. Trussville started to pull away, 42-35, so it looks like we may have a game on Friday night, Will. But again, just like with our team, anything can happen. That Trussville team is very streaky.
They are. If I'm not mistaken, they're without their big man.
Are they?
Stodgehill, yeah.
Just pass a little too hot to handle there for T.J. Lamar. Guess they changed that rule. That hitting the ball is a foul. But, he's been a part of Spain Park program. I know your dad really likes him, and it's good rivalry. But that early technical, when the added part to that rule is the coach has to sit the rest of the way. If somebody likes to be active in coaching, and your team kind of feeds off that, I really felt like that had an impact in the game, having to sit for 3 full quarters.
Yeah, it did. That hurts a lot of coaches. My dad in his 27, 28-year career has never sat down. He always stands up, and that's just kind of been his thing. So if he got a technical, that would it's probably why he doesn't get a lot of technicals, because he didn't want to sit down.
There you go. Good call there. So Jags now will be shooting 2. That is the 15th foul on Chelsea. 45-35. Hewitt Trussville leads Oak Mountain. Oak Mountain came out and started struggling, and Trussville went on a nice little run here. So Quinn Davis at the line for the Jaguars to shoot 2. A little short off the front of the rim. Misses the second of 2 free throws again. That's
Let me drop mine.
minute 32 here left in the third. Oh,
Never even had the ball.
well, Oak Mountain crawled back in it here.
Did they?
45-41.
Awesome.
Trussville going to go to the line with 48 seconds left in the third to shoot a couple of free throws. I want to thank everybody for joining us for our live stream tonight, especially Will, who showed up late in the first game.
Yep.
Come on, Will, if we can't have a little fun, what are we doing here?
I don't know. I hate 280.
Well, you know, would you rather drive to Thompson or Chelsea?
Oof.
You get back to me next week on that?
Yeah.
Jags usually so strong on second chance points. That's what Chelsea's kind of using the second half. That and they've got several and ones. 5 team fouls apiece. Chelsea playing their high little matchup zone trap up there. Ooh, I thought TJ was going to try to pop that. I think the coaches might have run off the bench though if he had done that.
Yeah.
They got to use a timeout there. Yep. I read the book. I know the call there. Use the timeout. I think this is a critical possession right here.
It is.
Trussville hit a shot at the buzzer in the end of the third to go up 48-41. Only reason I keep mentioning that game is because it does have impact on Spain Park
Absolutely.
potentially for Friday. You know, you want to lock it up tonight, but, you know, there's nothing wrong either with having to play a championship-type game for your senior night.
Absolutely.
Harrison Stewart in the game. They're going to get him for the over and back there. I think that, you know, that one I think they just went south from the inbound play. I mean, they pass it. You got to pass that back court because once you pass it to him right there at the line and they got that trap, you got to pass that back court to let him bring it, you know, have that option in that extra space. And it really felt like that play was kind of doomed from the start from where it was because then they were out of position and advantage Trussville.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, Chelsea.
As a player, you can't catch the ball in the ENA and Chelsea and end up all the way in the backcourt. You got to be stronger with the basketball. No way.
You know, that's the thing. You know, Futch is going to get his at some point.
Absolutely.
You know, he may not. He's a great player, and I think, you know, he's probably been just a little disrupted tonight with Shuttlesworth getting into some foul trouble. So we just had to kind of carry the load a little bit. Ooh. (28-24). Turned out, and talking to Coach Latch before the game, he said he felt like this was going to come down to a last possession too. So, I think too, every team in this area playing on the road just a little taller order.
Absolutely. And it's been like that last couple of years, especially in 7A. It's just the competition is always going to be there every single night. And
well, on top of that, I think all three of our road games were at Oak Mountain, had a decent lead at halftime. They made a nice little run to come back, fought them off, same thing. Trussville made some just incredible threes down the stretch to get back in that game. But again, good. You want to watch some good coaching and some chess play there with the fouls to give there at the end of that game and work the clock down. Definitely, Coach earned his money that game. Well, that's right. You weren't there. You're off doing something else.
Oak Mountain?
No. Trussville game.
Squadron game?
Yeah. Parker Chase back in for the Jaguars. Corbin Long back in too. I'll tell you what too, if you go look, Corbin Long, we made a 10-0 run to start the third, I believe, and then he comes out, and that's when they kind of, not to dismiss any other players, it's just he makes everybody on the floor so much better when he's out there.
Yeah, and he brings the calmness too. It's a foul.
I like Chapman Blevins, though, taking it to Futch there, though. How many does Futch have on him? 2? Fouls?
He's got 1.
1, okay.
Yeah. Should have been 2.
Yeah.
Big possession here.
28-24. Third quarter just got underway. Nick Richardson holding his ground the best he can do with that side. That's definite size mismatch there.
It's Nick's third.
I think maybe one of these games will mic up Corbin Longstad and get his instant reaction.
He's funny.
Coach Latch talked to the official about it. Doesn't like the call.
Well, I think what he's arguing is, Nick was building a wall there, and the only reason he didn't was because the kid lowered his shoulder. And
yeah,
it's a natural reaction when you get hit in the stomach or chest to bend over. So I think that's what he's asking.
Well, 2 missed free throws, so Nick Richardson over to Corbin Long. Jaguars get it across. If you look, too, now that Corbin's back in the game, the Chelsea must have seen something or just felt like they could attack there with just the more one traditional guard with Nick just being in there because they backed off on that trap.
Good take, TJ. So
Chapman Blevins fighting for the rebound. A lot of times it's play like that's the difference between the win and the loss.
Absolutely.
Again, even if you don't get the basket, you probably work another minute of clock here with the lead.
Good take by Corbin.
Nice putback by TJ. Second chance points. Again, the story of the Jaguars this season.
Good, Corbin.
Now that's going to be a foul. What was the call there?
I don't know. He was calling timeout, but.
Don't you have to have possession of the ball to call timeout?
Yeah.
Every possession is so valuable right down the stretch here.
Absolutely.
51-42, Trussville leads, 5:41 left in the fourth in other area matchup tonight. Well, I've been giving you such a hard time about the taco truck, and now I got me craving tacos.
Tacos is always a solid option.
I'll tell you, man, one of the best Hispanic meals I've ever had was at a taco truck in Arizona. I was out there working on a project, and it was so hot my shoes were actually melting on the blacktop just standing there. And but I went out there and had a carne asada taco, and it was probably one of the best meals I've ever had.
Sounds good.
Chelsea pass it in from the side down low.
Travel.
You know, that's what I hate to see. You hate to see the officials put the game in their hands down a stretch like this. What's been a pretty decent game, other than fouls in the first three quarters. Four-point game. Again, and that just makes such a difference, those quick fouls, because now with Chelsea having none, they can play that much more aggressive. They can afford to foul. Nice backdoor cut by Chapman Blevins. Much needed basket there for the Jaguars. Great awareness by Chapman. Oh. Chapman. Chapman Blevins, great awareness of where he was on the court when that happens too. You know, knows where he is, cuts back in underneath.
It's only TJ's second. TJ's not in there. He said 5, didn't he?
Yeah, it's only a second.
Oh, there he is. Behind the shoe.
Yeah, his shoe came off.
Big possession for the Jags here on defense. Oh boy.
Not saying the officials skew a call to one team or the other, but do you feel like when you have a different association of officials who see a team more, they tend to, you know how they play and maybe call a little less, you know what I'm saying, just the familiarity of it?
Yeah.
Four-point game here, 4:30 left in the fourth. Chapman Blevins with the ball in the corner. Corbin Long is going to use his patented Chapman Blevins, though, again, finding the boards. There you go.
Could use a long possession here if we could. TJ down screen, okay.
I mean, that's a lot of fouls away from the ball. Especially when both are being that physical.
That's what I don't understand. Most of the
one
time when
thing it's, the hook and get that, the advantage there, but both those guys are fighting for position down there.
most of the time when you have a battle like that in the paint, it usually goes against the defense, but it's tough when you're on the road.
4 fouls for the Jags here in the fourth, which means Chelsea will be shooting on any foul from this point forward. Two-point game. Corbin threads the needle there, gets it out to Chapman, over Oh, Parker Chase, that is. I'm sorry. You go for the score here?
You can. Nice.
Great basket. Again, who's going to step up, Will? Who's going to step up? Spin the wheel.
Yep. Big possession right here.
4-point game, 3:20 left in the fourth quarter here. Oh! Tough call there on the loose ball. And they're going to be shooting two. 3:09, 34-30. That'll be the 15th foul on the Jaguars. Chelsea only one team foul. That's third foul on TJ Lamar. Oh, I'm sorry, Parker Chase. Good call by the official there. I'll agree with that one. But again, somebody's got to box that guy out. You don't even want him getting a hand on the rebound.
Right.
Chelsea going to go with full court pressure here, try to get that half court trap.
Just need to relax and take what they give us.
Yep, don't need to do too much here. Best thing you can do here is burn a little clock. I think the coaching staff would have come unglued if that wasn't a foul there.
Absolutely. I would have too. That's it, Gavin Collette's fourth.
All right, that'll send Corbin Long to the line to shoot two. Well, things getting interesting over at Oak Mountain. 51-49 with 2:32 left. Trussville leads by 2.
Wow.
But more importantly, Jaguars got to hang on here regardless. Uncharacteristic miss there from Corbin Long. That one's up and good. Thought Coach Latch might use a timeout there. Looked like he was trying to call it, but he...
Jags in his own here. Travel.
One of the things Coach Latch, I think, does so well, Will, is the change-ups and the adjustments he makes. And just when he makes them, you know, you force them to do something different.
Yeah, it didn't look like the Hornets were ready for the 2-3 zone there.
No.
Threw that kid off. Foul. I believe that's his fifth personal.
Yeah, he knows that he's coming off to the side here. I know it's fourth. I know it is fifth.
Fifth, yeah.
They're slow getting those in.
Good, TJ. Nice.
.214 left, 37-31. Great awareness by Parker Chase there to get the deflection. You know, and even those are just some of the small things. That could take an extra 5 seconds off the clock here, just, you know, having to pass that in and reset it.
Right.
I didn't think you could, I know you can give the warning there, but I didn't think you'd do it when they had advantage on transition. I thought you'd wait to make that call.
Yeah.
Huh?
An experienced guy would have waited, but
Wait to make that call?
I think he was just ready to give it to him.
Great awareness, Parker Chase there. I think Jags are going to try to kill some clock here.
Parker need to look opposite there. Don't shoot it. Okay.
Great rebound, Chapman Blevins. I'm not sure you wanted that shot.
No. That's one of those no, and if it goes in, you're like, yes.
6-point lead for the Jaguars here.
Is that a joke?
And one.
Tied up game at Oak Mountain. Minute 7. Oak Mountain's at the line though, right?
Yep. Woo. Tie game. Oak Mountain up by 1, 107 remaining, 108 here. And he completes three-point play.
Big play by Corbin there.
Both teams shooting on any foul from this point forward. 9-point game for the Jaguars here. That's going to be off the front of the rim. Rebound, Parker Chase. Another great rebound. Gets it over to Corbin Long. Corbin Long will go to the line to shoot two. 56-55 with 30 seconds left. Trussville pulled ahead, and I believe Trussville's ball. 50.8 here, though, left. We've got our own exciting matchup. Corbin Long to shoot two. First one's good. I think you can kind of call this team bend but don't break. Well,
yeah, absolutely. It just prepares them so much for the offseason because very rarely do you get a game in the postseason.
As I say, we're not really counting on the offseason yet. But
very rarely do you get a game in the playoffs where it's not a close game. And this area right here is only going to prepare them, which I think it's prepared them like that in the last couple of years too.
Well, I think too, it's a little bit kind of gives a little misnomer when you have a region that's so tight and it looks like it. You may not feel like you're as good as you have been maybe some years past, but when you realize the competition you have around you just that much better too, But all accounts are that a lot of people expect the trophy, the blue map, to head up north to Bob Jones or to Huntsville this year, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Huntsville is definitely the team to beat.
I think Bob Jones for the girls.
Yeah. Huntsville is just unreal. They're loaded, and they've had some kids move in, and they're really, really good. But they haven't been able to get past the Jags the last 3 years, so who knows?
.11 seconds left. Oak Mountain down by 1. Chelsea or Trussville ball. Jackson Bradley comes on the floor for the Jaguars. My guess is that's free throw shooting related.
Let's see if it pays off.
Well, TJ Lamar will come in, what I guess is a defensive substitution here. Second one is up and good. Jackson Bradley will come out. TJ Lamar in. Defensive substitution. I like this. I like how Coach puts a little pressure on. You know, don't let them bring it up unabated.
Yeah.
I mean, worst case scenario is you just make them take a little clock, you know, use a little clock to get it up. Best case scenario is, you know, they panic a little and they don't get a good shot or they get a turnover.
Nice.
Enough said.
Nice job, George.
So, ooh. Oh, wow. Oak Mountain steals the ball on the inbounds pass, looking for the layup on the pass back court. Goes up 57-56 with 6.4 seconds left. David.
There we go. Throw it up, go score. Throw it up, go score. We'll take the 2.
This is going to do it here. .42, 43, 8.6 seconds left. I don't see how this one turns. Do you, Will? I think it's a mathematical impossibility.
Well, I don't know about that, but
Reggie Miller?
anything can happen.
Reggie Miller?
Yeah. It's not quite March yet. But
Corbin,
you never know.
Corbin Long, Jason Long, our version of Spike Lee.
Yeah.
working the officials on the court side. Surprised you foul there.
Yeah. Probably the last one. Timeout. Chapman. It's a foul.
Why do you do that? Free throws coming down on the other end here. But, hey, you know what, Will? It gives us time to watch the end of the other game and call that, you know?
Yeah.
Who was that one on?
That was on Corbin.
How many fouls is that on him? Did that foul him out?
That's his 4th.
That'll do it for the Jaguars here. We're going to keep it right here, though, for the last 4 seconds of the Oak Mountain game for you folks. Any of those you can't get logged on, we'll call it for you. We'll give you some play-by-play on that.
4 seconds is an eternity.
Especially bringing it in from mid-court there, half court.
Yeah.
Officials talking to Coach Floyd, wanting him to slide down. I think Oak Mountain may use a timeout here to see how the Trussville Huskies set up. .57, 56, 4 seconds left. Long timeout here, Will.
Yeah, I don't know if they called another one or it's a big play. Call another timeout.
Now here it is.
Oh, is
Just
it?
set up. Yep, here they go. Not sure where they've got I guess they put the inbound back. I guess the timeout was called before the player went out of bounds is what they called. And so, now you got the second timeout. This would be nice for the Jags, too, just with the season that they've had, to be able to not necessarily have to grind it out in that game to get the home seed. And as you said, it'd be a first for Coach.
Yeah. Well, last year, them and Oak Mountain were co-champs, and then obviously you have the coin flip, and they lost the coin flip.
I remember. I couldn't figure out how that worked.
Yeah.
So, didn't agree with that, but that's how it went down. It's one thing you never try to understand is AHSA basketball.
Yeah.
Hey, anything AHSA. So.
I think there's a lot of people in Jaguar blue watching this game right now.
Yeah, a lot of fans still kind of hanging around here.
Here they go.
How do you dribble it out? Oak Mountain ends up winning.
I don't know if that's what Monso wanted there. I mean, it took 3 seconds to get across half court.
Jags end up with the #1 seed in the area tournament. Well, they will host. All right, folks, thanks for joining us on Game Day Sports Radio, the Speed Network. We will be with you Friday night at home for Jaguars Trussville for senior night. Go Jags.